Hello, I'm Rick Ramsey, owner of Ramsey Building Company and host of It's More Than Just a Home. Last week we introduced you to our brand new show and we started the journey of taking you behind the scenes at the Ozarks Lodge home.
Straight up and let me go in the corner. Okay.
We'll probably spend 4 or 5 weeks on this home before we look at other home styles. After last week's show, we had a lot of questions about the kitchen. So today, let's take you inside and show you the kitchen and its unique cabinets that were built custom just for this home. Let's visit with Shelley Wayner at Cabinet Concepts by Design.
Usually the first step in the design process and working with a client is establishing a budget. So when we work on Rick's cabinetry, typically he will send us blueprints that we bid a basic set of cabinets on that we know are the level of cabinets that he would use in his home. In particular on the Ozarks Lodge, we knew the type of cabinetry that would be going in there, so we put a budget together based on the features that we thought the client would like based on the type of home. So after we submitted the bid to Rick, then what happens is he speaks with the client, they put the entire budget together, and then we have them come in for a consultation. So really the first phase is coming in with them after we've established the budget and then talking through all the needs that they have in their home. So when a customer comes into our showroom, we first start talking about what they like, what they don't like, the features they want. We have some country style vignettes showing vanities. We have a little bit of a rustic modern look. We have a modern vignette right here, and we show a lot of different types of constructions, types of ways to utilize cabinets. So this is a more classic look. It's a staple. It's one that sticks around forever. It's a very traditional type feel, but very updated. We can do desk units. We have our islands. We even go all the way into the mudrooms, built-in bookcases, etc. So this just really gives the client the ability to understand that we can pretty much produce anything that they would want. When we say custom, we truly are custom. We can do one-of-a-kind things. We're not set having to do certain size of boxes and then use a bunch of fillers. We can actually build to the space and make the cabinetry fit exactly what the space is. The benefits for that is when we install a run of cabinetry, you don't have a run of 36-inch uppers, then we have a big 3-inch filler because it didn't fit in the space. So we're able to really maximize the space and customize every drawer component, etc. The Ozarks Lodge House is a rustic home, but done with a very elegant style. We did some heavier doors, raised panel doors. So we did some nice distressing, but not over the top distressing because they had beautiful beams that really carried the real rustic part of the job. So we had a very challenging cabinet because it's a tall bookcase that you can see in the hallway, and when you're inside of the office you see it too, but you see all the way through. He has a lot of beautiful things that he likes to display, and so the challenge was how do we light all that up to where the lighting reflects his items properly. So I'm going to show you in this cabinet a couple scenarios. One of the things that we like to do whenever you want to light stuff evenly is this particular cabinet. We ran our lighting vertically down so it shines back. And so that's what we did out of the Ozark Lodge House, to shine and light up everything evenly. You can see if you're looking at this cabinet here, we just did the lighting at the top and it gets darker going down. We like to show clients that depending on the type of lighting that they want, but that was the challenge we had out there, and the lighting turned out beautiful in that cabinet. We ask lots of questions. So we really don't sell anything, we're more consultants. We try to really understand what's important, whether it's from an organizational standpoint, a design standpoint. And then what we are able to do is once we gather all that information, the next part of the phase is putting it on our CAD program. What I'd like to show you now is a little bit of what we show the client, and then they get to make revisions from there. Can we kind of go back and forth, usually a couple times, to get the cabinets just right. So the Ozark Lodge home is a beautiful kitchen. We start out with our floor plans, and then we were able to go in and put 3D renderings together for the client. You know, as we're talking to them, they can tell us what they like. If they want to adjust the amount of glass that they have, the lighting, you can see on these renderings how we've added the lighting to the renderings. And so they can see exactly where we're putting it. There's a lot of unique spaces at the Ozark Lodge, and we did this little bar area that's in a niche that goes under a stairs. It was a little bit of a challenge trying to figure out how to do it, but we're able to render in, even though we're not doing the beams in this house. Rick's obviously done that and with a different subcontractor. However, we're able to plug that in so the client can see where those beams fall, how our cabinets will fall within the space. So our CAD program also prints out, doesn't only talk to our machines, but does all of our cut lists. So We have just a hardwood department that cuts all the hardwood. So we use plywood, which is the sheet goods, is what we refer to as sheet goods. And we also use hardwood. So like the hardwood would be the frames of doors, the frames of cabinets, etc. So there's a gentleman that sits back here all day long and is taking all this raw lumber. Everything starts from raw lumber and it gets milled into these individual pieces. This is a stile and rail for a door. And we do everything by job. We're considered more of a job shop than a high production shop. So we're able to control quality a lot better doing that, and that gives us the customization.
So that's how the process of making custom cabinets begins. After the break, we'll take you on a tour of the kitchen and the office cabinets. We'll be right back.